So good afternoon or good evening. For today, we're going to tackle chapter 10, which is attracting and keeping customers. Now let's proceed with the objectives. So first, our objectives will be creating winning marketing plans. So second is exploring national and local advertising ideas. And third, we have knowing and serving your customers. Now, before we go to the main part of it, firstly, what's the difference between marketing and advertising? So, for marketing, the whole plan is using strategies and 4Ps. So, ano ba yung 4Ps na yon? So, the 4Ps are the product, the pricing, the place, and the promotion. So, all the steps to make your business grow. So for advertising naman, it is a part of marketing, which is yung promotion, and it only has a one step. Okay? Now, to make it much more maintindihan pa, I'll give you an example. So, gusto kong magkaroon ng food stall. Para maiksa katuparan yun, kailangan kong mag-plan using the 4 P's. So, first, gagamitin ko yung product. So, ano bang product ang gusto ko na ibebenta sa food stall ko na yon? Rice bowls ba? Mga hot dogs, mga fries, sodas, milk teas, so on and so forth. Now, after kong makapag-decide kung ano yung product na gusto kong ibebenta, I'll proceed now with the second P, which is the pricing. So, ika-calculate ko lahat ng mga magagasto ko, yung costings ko na yon, para maka-come up ako ng pricing. Also, if ang kinakater or gusto kong makilala yung food stall ko na yun bilang affordable at makamasa, kailangan magka-come up ako ng pricing na kung saan affordable siya sa mga target customers ko, but at the same time, magkakaroon ako ng kita at hindi ako malulugi. Okay? Now, let's proceed to the third P, which is the place. So, alangan naman, ilalagay ko yung food stall ko sa gitna ng hindi mahanap-hanap na lugar, 'di ba? So kailangan ang food stall ko na pipiliin na ilalagay is sa kung saan convenient siya para sa mga target customers ko. Ilalagay ko siya kung saan maraming makakapunta or kung saan marami akong target customers na nakalagay doon. For example, ang target customers ko is mga students. So, ilalagay ko siya sa may food court banda or sa may tapat ng school. So, ganun. Okay? Now, lastly, ang pinaka-last na P, which is the promotion. Okay? So, dahil nagawa ko na, alam ko na yung product ko, alam ko na yung pricing ko, alam ko na saan ilalagay yung food stall ko. Now, let's proceed with the promotion. Gagamitin ko yung mga social media. For example, yung mga magagawa ako ng content para i-upload ko sa TikTok, sa Reels, sa YouTube, so on and so forth. Gagawa din ako ng example, mga promotions like first 100 customers magkakaroon ng free drinks or free fries, di ba? Yun ang promotion na kung saan hahanap-hanapin ka ng mga customers mo or maa-attract yung mga possible future customers mo para maengganyo silang pumunta at mag-try or mamili ng product mo. Now, for advertising kasi, yun lang. Isa lang siyang part ng marketing, and at sole purpose nito is mag-promote or advertise lang yung product mo. Okay? So, ang key natin sa dalawa, ang pinagkaiba ng dalawa, for marketing, ginagamitan ng 4 P's. Okay? Ano yung 4 P's na yon? Product, pricing, place, and promotion. Now, yun ay all the steps para mag-grow yung business mo. On the other hand, advertising is one step only at part lang siya ng marketing. Ang sole purpose lang nito is mag-promote ng business. Okay?
Creating an effective marketing plan. So, in order for a business to grow, people need to know it exists, and that's why marketing is important. Marketing can be simple, like telling your friends, family, or neighbors. Or it can be a big, like holding a big event to get attention. But no matter how it's done, marketing should always focus on the right people. Be shown in a way they will notice and be affordable so the business can keep doing it for a long time. So here are suggestions for developing an effective marketing plan. So the first is do your homework. Learn everything about your product, your customers, your market, and your competition. The more you know, the better you can plan. Second is create an attractive offer. Focus on the features and benefits that customers want the most. Give them a reason to choose your product that's too good to ignore. Third is make a clear message. Your advertisement should speak directly to your target customers. Explain who you are, what you offer, and make it sound exciting. The next is deliver your message properly. Share your message through the right channels like TV, radio, print, billboards, social media, community events, or sponsorships. Choose the method that best fits your business. So the next is stay visible to your consumers. Keep your business name in front of people often. Ads need to be seen many times before customers remember them. So use a mix of media to reach your audience effectively and cost efficiently. Another thing is choose media you can afford and use often. It's better to use advertisement in a way you can maintain your regularly, like a weekly newspaper ad, rather than spending on a TV commercial that only shows a few times when your audience may not even be watching. Also, focus only on the right audience. Don't waste money talking to people who will never buy your product. For example, if your business only serves people within 5 miles, don't pay for ads that reach much farther. It's more effective to advertise often to the people who actually need your product.
So, good day everyone. So now let's talk about a local advertising option. So when you run a franchise, you don't just rely on national ads. So you also need to promote your business in your local community. So kadalasan yung mga franchisor, the franchisor will require you to spend your certain amount of money to local advertising. So this could be a fixed amount of money or a percentage of your sale. So sometimes yung mga franchises in the same area full of their money is pinagsasama-sama nila. So bakit nila yung ginagawa? Of course, because when you combine funds, you can afford a bigger advertising campaigns like yung sa TV, radio, billboards, or direct mail. So that will be too expensive for a one branch alone. So other benefit in is consistency talaga. So imagine 15 branches in one city. All ads, kumbaga lahat ng ads nila is iba-iba, diba? It would confuse the customer. But if all branches, share the same message, it makes the brand stronger. So maybe I can give a sample for this one. So let's just say there are 10 Jollibee branches in one city. Sorry for the sound. If each branch only spend its own money, maybe they can only afford a flyers, Facebook ads, Facebook posts, but if they combine all their budget, so of course, they can afford a big billboards or radio ad that reaches thousands of people. Now, if branch, yeah, I want you to think that if each branch advertise a different promo, like yung isa is buy one take one, and yung other branch is may pa-free price, other promotes only Chicken Joy lang. So, customer get confused, malilito sila. But if all branches promote the same Chicken Joy promo, the message is stronger and the brand looks more professional, ba? So, all I can say is before creating your own ads, para pa-franchise ka lang, you really need to ask yourself a question like, does my ad keep the same brand identity? And then, am I sending a different message from the national campaign? Or will ad actually sell my product or service? Or maybe, ask yourself, can I afford to make my ad materials, or is it better to use ones provided by the franchisor? So always remember, if you spend too much on making ads, you'll have a less money left to actually pay for ad placements, so like airtime or space. So always make sure that your ad is worth the cost. So in the end, the sky's the limit in how you promote your franchise locally. But within limits, most franchisor requires you to get a approval before you run a new ad. Of course, kailangan ng approval kasi hindi ka pwedeng magpanaka dyan kasi merong mga franchise rules. So, ibang topic na yun. So, that's to make sure na everything stays on brand and consistent. So, that key takeaway para dito is local advertising or advertisement is powerful, but you must balance the creativity and the consistency followed by franchisor rules. So, and make sure every peso or every dollar you spend is truly a helps you to grow your business. So in the end, the sky's the limit in how you promote your franchise locally. But within limits, most franchisor requires you to get a approval before you run a new ad. Of course, kailangan ng approval kasi hindi ka pwedeng magpanaka dyan kasi merong mga franchise rules. So ibang topic na yon. So that's to make sure na everything stays on brand and consistent. So that key takeaway para dito is local advertising or advertisement is powerful, but you must balance the creativity and the consistency followed by franchisor rules. So, and make sure every peso or every dollar you spend is truly a helps you to grow your business. Now let's move on to some practical ways to promote a franchise locally. So there are simple but effective strategy to connect with a community and attract more customers. So this is, I believe this is proven and tested na ng mga nagpa-franchise talaga. So una rito is yung sponsor a team. So imagine one idea is to sponsor a little league team. For example na lang, you can provide a t-shirt with your store or yung pangalan ng store ng business mo, and this is a affordable and it puts your brand in front of families and the local communities. Next is yung reward the student. So other way is to reward the student. You can give a discount coupons, free product, or even certificate to those with good grades or perfect attendance. So this not only promotes your business but also builds a goodwill with schools and parents. So yes, kailangan mo talagang gawin yon para mag-gain din ng attention. Diba? Pag sa franchise talaga, kailangan mong, pag businessman ka talaga, kailangan mo ng attention. So, next is newsletters and press release. So, next is using a newsletters or press release. So, these are good, of course, to this tool to announce new product or services na ino-offer mo, or even highlighting your employee achievements, yung mga achievements ng mga employees mo. So it's a way of keeping community updated about your business, kung talaga bang perfect talaga itong business na to. Next is yung telemarketing. You can also try telemarketing. I know na hindi kayo familiar dito, pero telemarketing is a bit more challenging now because it's strict rule. Well, but pag nagawa mo ito ng tama, it can still work. Just make sure to follow or obey the law, like the telemarketing cell rule and the Telephone Consumer Protection Act, which is the limit, the times you can call or require honestly in community. So next is yung cross promotion. I'm sorry for that noise again. And finally, yung cross promotion. So this means partnering with other local businesses for joint advertising or deals. Magandang example dito is yung halimbawa sa pizza shop, teaming up with a nearby cinema, di ba? Parang pizza plus movie discount, parang ganun. Maraming mga sample pa dyan na mas maganda, pero yun lang yung naisip ko. So this help to reduce costs and adds credibility, so especially when you are new in the market.
Operating a franchise is more than just running daily tasks. It's about building a well-oiled machine that attracts and retains customers. First, public relations and advertising play a vital role. Non-paid media placements can significantly boost brand recall in a cost-effective way. But this only works if your staff is fully aware of ongoing promotions so they can deliver a consistent message to customers. It's also important to follow franchisor compliance. Every advertisement should be submitted for approval to protect the brand's trademarks and integrity. When it comes to marketing, franchisors usually approve specific media channels such as local radio, TV, billboards, newspapers, direct mail, and in-store materials, and even community events. They all ensure your marketing efforts align with the brand strategy. Of course, effectiveness matters. Track your results, study the demographics, and be ready to adjust campaigns when necessary. A small tweak can turn a falling promotion into a successful one. The good news is you're not alone. Franchisors often provide support such as ad kits, direct mail pieces, coupons, billboards, point-of-sale materials, contests, and public relations kits. Finally, remember that execution is everything. Marketing efforts will only succeed if your operations deliver on the brand's promise. Customers expect consistency. If the product or service doesn't live up to the ad, you risk losing trust. In short, effective PR, compliance, evaluation, and franchisor support all work together, but execution is what makes your franchise truly run like a well-oiled machine.
If you are a franchisor, ang pinaka-priority mo talaga dapat is yung customer service. Kapag yung first priority ng franchisor ang mga customer, magiging successful yung company or business due to repeat buyers kasi nga nasatisfy sila sa mga product or service na ino-offer nyo. Pero if ang priority ng franchisor is yung company, this may lead a failure or downfall ng company. So dahil nga ang first priority dapat ang mga customer, it's very important na kilalanin yung target customer. In what way? Knowing their habits, needs, preferences, and lifestyle, and etc. So nakakatulong din gumamit ng mga tools like POS system, loyalty programs, and discount offers. By knowing your customer's desire and giving the best quality service or product will ensure their loyalty from your customer and will gain repeat buyers.
Good day, everyone. I am Antoinette Sabaybay, and let's proceed with showing honesty and integrity. Running a franchise means more than just selling your products. It means living up to the values of honesty and integrity. Customers expect this from you just as you expect them from your franchisor. If you fail to show them, your customers will move on. Another key is consistency. People want the same product, the same taste, and the same experience every time. Just imagine if every franchise changed its name or recipe. Customers wouldn't know what to expect and the brand would lose its identity. That's why we should be careful when making changes. Too many new products or sudden shifts can confuse customers. Instead, it's better to rely on research and make sure changes align with what people actually want. Also, when you advertise something, make sure you deliver. Customers have good memories. They'll notice if there's a difference between what you promise and what you actually provide. For example, if one branch refuses to honor coupons, customers won't blame just that branch. They'll blame the whole brand. Lastly, keep in mind that people talk more about bad experiences than good ones. A single disappointment spreads quickly, but so does excellent service. That's why satisfying customers consistently is the best way to grow and protect your franchise.
Good day everyone, my name is Latif Yusuf Omar Stididig, and I will be reporting the part which is making customer experiences positive and also fixing those that aren't positive. So in this part, this is where we're going to, like making the best out of the customer experiences and also fixing the negative parts. So the key message is, of course, the customer's perception, because this shapes the success of our franchise. Like without our customers, like our businesses wouldn't thrive on its own. Like we need our customers, and in order to gain their loyalty, we must have a good perception from them. And then we need to turn their negative experiences into positive ones by correcting our mistakes quickly, like by taking into action on the stuff that we need improvement with. Like instead of feeding into their anger, we should at least accept our mistakes and improve more. So we should always respond promptly and listen actively, and always apologize sincerely and politely. And then, of course, we need to show empathy and see issues from the customer's view. This is important since whenever our customers makes any complaints, we should try to see ourselves in their shoes, like as the customers. And then of course we need to provide our solutions, like for example, like by compensating the negative experience, we can give them free products, discounts, or some extra services. And always after a negative encounter, we should always strive to deliver a better service next time. And also after that, we should always check their satisfaction, like for example a simple and low cost, and also read feedback, use comment cards, and observe our customers. And of course, we need their deeper insights through surveys, phone calls, data, or professional research. So these are the factors that we need to incorporate in order to make our customer experiences positive, and also making an effort in fixing those that aren't. Thank you.
Looking beyond you, cash register. Customers notice more than just the product details like cleanliness, staff appearance, and restroom shape their experience. A clean, well-kept space boosts both customer satisfaction and employee morale. Customers care about more than just your product or service. They notice the overall experience, including cleanliness, employee attitude, and the condition of your business. Good customer service includes paying attention to all the small details, and a clean, organized environment is just as important for employees. To run the successful franchise, you should regularly check that employees are friendly, trained, and helpful. Service is fast and consistent. The location is clean, safe, and visually appealing. Equipment is working and products are fully stocked. Your meeting customer needs includes accessibility, and you are available to help customers when needed. Achieving high standards takes effort and strong teamwork, especially from your staff.